Today we received the news update from Hello Games for the No Man's Sky 2025 Holiday Expeditions, detailing the start and end date for all Expedition Redux, a few patch notes for yesterday's update, and a few words from the devs. Hello everyone, it's been another incredibly busy year for No Man's Sky. We're honestly amazed by how quickly 2025 has flown past, and so happy and humbled to be back here wrapping up the year with the return of our now traditional Expedition Reduxes. We hit the ground running in January this year with the release of the huge Worlds Part 2, which furthered the transformation of the universe with new stars and planets, mountains and oceans, creatures and biomes, and lore. The team felt very passionate about this return to some of the fundamentals of No Man's Sky, and we could sense the anticipation building for this follow-up to Worlds Part 1, so the positive reception felt incredible. Honestly, this was a really cool friggin' update, both the worlds. In the months that followed, we've introduced bone hunting and fossil design in Relics, deepened planetary settlements in Beacon, and brought multi-crew self-assembled starships in Voyagers. A feature that we hoped players would like, but we couldn't possibly have anticipated the response. We saw the highest number of simultaneous players in-game since we launched 9 years ago, and so many astonishingly creative ship builds. Some of the team like to sit docked in the Space Anomaly just to watch your extraordinary creations fly in and out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Voyagers hit a 9-year peak in players. Gets me more excited for Light No Fire, which is going to probably break some records. I hope the pressure isn't too much for that launch. The note about devs hanging out in the Anomaly to see player ship designs is a cool thought too. Among the updates this year, we've also run 4 new community expeditions. Each of these themed mission chains unites the whole community for several weeks, gathering everyone together in this sprawling universe that can often be quite a solitary experience, and offers the opportunity to earn special limited edition rewards. However, we know that life is busy, so we are delighted to be able to offer players another opportunity to participate in some of our previous expeditions. Today is November 7th, a significant day to fans of the fantastic Mass Effect series. To celebrate N7th Day, we are again collaborating with our friends at BioWare and EA to run the Beachhead expedition and offer the No Man's Sky community another opportunity to claim the legendary SSV Normandy SR1. We've welcomed many new travellers to No Man's Sky since the Normandy's last appearance in the Euclid Galaxy, which for those interested was this time last year. And we hope this news comes as a welcome surprise to our fellow Mass Effect fans. Mass Effect and No Man's Sky definitely have a sizable shared audience. I covered Mass Effect myself before properly covering No Man's Sky, and many viewers from those Mass Effect days still frequent the channel. This is definitely one for the new folk. This is the 3rd or 4th time this expedition has been available in total, so veterans will generally have it, at which point take the next 10 days to chill before the Titan Redux comes in. Talking of, following Beachhead, as has become customary, we will be rerunning this year's expeditions over 2-week intervals over the holiday season, over Thanksgiving, Christmas and through to the middle of January. The current Redux, Beachhead, featuring the Normandy etc. will be running until the 18th of November. I'm halfway through making both a tips guide for those after a few specific fixes, as well as a step-by-step guide for those with very little time who want to get it done. Expect the tips in the next 24 hours and the step-by-step guide as soon as possible after. Next, starting from the 19th of November, running until the 2nd of December, is the Titan Expedition Redux. This expedition came with Worlds Part 2 and focuses on purple systems, gas giants, water worlds and such. Rewards include a tattered yet glowing Surveyor's Cape, a ruinous staff called the Pillar of Titan, and a very unique, almost Stargate Atlantis-esque, living ship called the Wraith. The Relics expedition covers the overhaul to burial sites, adding huge variety of bones, along with displays to create your own horrifying chimeras or disturbingly cute skelly doodles. The primary account rewards for Relics are a full set of stone armour customizations, of which I especially love the helmet, which also includes a ruinesque jetpack, as well as a fossil-based multi-tool staff. From the 17th of December until the 30th of December, you'll be able to rerun the Corvette expedition with this Redux. You'll likely know the details of this one, but it's the new buildable ship expedition that came with the Corvette update. The primary rewards for this, beyond a jetpack and ship trail, are the Mecha Mouse Companion, which is a very unique pet, and the Deadeye Cannon module plan. The Deadeye Cannon is definitely worth getting, as if you don't have it, there's essentially one weapon, the Positron Injector, that you cannot get the extra Corvette upgrades for. Of course, you can still build a Positron Injector and install 3 upgrades, just not the extra potential 3 from this. Lastly is the Redux for the Breach expedition running from the 31st of December until the 13th of January. A number of you have displayed annoyance in the Breach Expedition's original run being too short, with just over 2 weeks, especially as it originally stated 3. This will be your second chance to obtain the rewards. Unfortunately, as this is the last, it's in the chilled out mid-January lull, where most people will have actual time to themselves, more so than normal. The rewards for this are mostly the Atlas-themed Corvette module plans, featuring 8 total for a mini set of Atlas hull aesthetics. Before the notes they finish off with, our Halloween Expedition Breach wrapped up yesterday, and the first of our remixed expeditions, Beachhead, is now live in time for November 7th. This has been an inspiring, exciting year for No Man's Sky, and we already have so much more content planned and in active development, we can't wait to share it with you. You might already know that we also have another project in the works, a fancy game about adventure and exploration with friends. It's called Light No Fire, and we're pretty excited about it. If you'd like to stay updated with this news, you can wishlist it on Steam, and they've got a link there. For those who are unaware, a very brief description is that Light No Fire is essentially No Man's Sky, but a more fantasy setting with dragons and stuff, and it's also based on a single planet. But it's like a planet that's bigger than the size of Earth, but in-game, so it's truly ridiculous. How they're going to do this, we don't know. We have a few ideas of how they do the building, because they've shown just like one trailer, and it was a really pretty damn cool trailer with like a floating tower and some dragons and ruins and some bunny people. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool, and I think we're all pretty damn excited for that. For the notes, there are only 7, oddly covering a few very old bugs that must have re-emerged with the recent updates. Fixed a rare issue that could prevent the Starbirth mission from detecting the final world sought by the Void Egg. Fixed a rare issue that could leave players stranded a long distance away from their newly created Purple Star system during the Interstellar Multitudes mission. Fixed an issue which affected the jetpack effect when using the Skyborne jetpack unit. Fixed a number of UI issues when using enlarged UI text. Fixed an issue that prevented some special player customizations earned as rewards, such as a jellyfish tank helmet, from being available across saved files. Fixed a physics crash. Fixed a multi-threading crash. And that's a lot. Expect the tips guide next. Thanks all. Peace.